Hi, this is my review of the Belkin Verve Folio stand for the Samsung 10.1 Galaxy Tab. What I have in front of me here is the case, the Galaxy Tab, and then an iPad 2. You notice between the Galaxy Tab and the iPad, the thickness is pretty similar when it comes to how thick they are. However, the case, once you add it, it adds considerable thickness to the actual Galaxy Tab. And that's one of the negative features I would say about the device. There are other cases like this case here, which is from Yobao, which is a leather case. Once again, it doesn't add that much protection, but when it's on the actual iPad 2, it doesn't add too much thickness. There's also some other cases from companies like Marware that also don't add too much thickness to the iPad 2. But this one adds considerable depth to the Samsung Galaxy Tab, and that's probably one of the first negative comments I have of it. So here is, once again, comparing the Samsung Galaxy Tab without a case to the actual iPad 2 with a case. Again, this case is from Yobao. You'll notice that, once again, while it doesn't provide an enormous amount of protection to it when it comes to cushioning and padding, you can still get the feel that you have a very thin, sexy device. Compared to the Verve from Belkin, notice you can see how much thicker the other device is. Once again, you can get some other cases that are out there that wouldn't add this much bulk to the actual device. But this is kind of a comparison between the two. You have two devices that are supposed to be very similar in thinness, yet if you buy this case, it's going to be very thick. As most other cases, once you insert the actual Galaxy Tab in, you have this little flap that once you tuck it in on the bottom allows you to keep the tab securely held within the leather case. It does have these rubber tracks that allow you to kind of position the tab so that it will stay up while you want to see different viewing angles. The other negative thing about the case is that if you want to have a typing angle, you can probably put it this angle, but once again, it's too propped up. If you try to lay it down even further, it just lays flat. If I were to compare it to one of the other cases, I use again this other case as an example. Here is a good typing angle. Let's get that up again. Here's a really good typing angle, and if I were to put this case next to it, you notice that the typing angle isn't even close. I can't. If I were to prop it up on the last rubber strip, you notice that that angle is just too far up. You wouldn't be able to keep this on your lap. It would, and I would say if you're using this on a tabletop, you probably suffer from carpal tunnel real soon because of the angle in which how your hands are going to have to be placed to type. So definitely doesn't work for typing as you use one of these other cases. The other area I'd say of concern is, well, the cutouts, you'll notice, for your on-off switch and your volume rocker are there. You have also cutouts for your speaker on both sides. Your charging port and your audio port, and actually your microphone port. Your charging port is on this side, it's inside. The bad thing about it is, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, let's see if you can get a good angle. It doesn't really fit too well. So while the cutouts align, notice how it kind of is pudgy. You know, it's like a bad suit where you had it altered, and while they got it to fit, you have this little pudginess that just pops out. The same, and it's just not here. It's also here. So if you notice here, you have the same effect that's happening there. So while on the face, everything aligns to the different areas that it should, like the camera and the light sensor, it's just doesn't feel right. It feels like it's the wrong suit to me. Again, here you see that kind of pudginess coming out. So despite it being one of the few cases that are out and available today for the actual Samsung Galaxy Tab, especially if you purchase these at Best Buy, I'd say this would be a pass unless you definitely need a case badly to protect your in this case the Samsung Galaxy Tab. But I would definitely pass on this case until there are some other ones that are more form-fitting. It looks like the official case from Samsung is a better case to consider. Thanks.